What's up, Sagittarius? Happy New Year. Welcome to your January 2021 general reading. This is going to be for you, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. But of course, it's not going to resonate with all of you guys. So definitely check out your other signs to get more messages, to complete the message, or whatever, right? Definitely only take what resonates, though. I'm excited to be here with you guys. I'm excited for this new year. I hope you guys are too. I hope it was beautiful and safe and you had a lot of fun with friends and family in your little close-knit circles. And yeah, let's get into this reading because I pulled these cards, y'all, and I couldn't do anything but laugh, okay? I'm like, this is definitely a Sagittarius read. It's interesting because this month, while we are in Capricorn season, what that really means for you guys is value. You know, it's second house energy for you. So it's really forcing you guys to take a deeper look at your environment around you, look at the people around you, the things and people that you value, you know, looking into your finances, looking into your relationships, all of that, right? Because there's a lot to value about a lot of different things. So there's a lot of that being called to the table this month. Actually, this month, it actually feels like somebody is shaking the table. I can't quite tell if it's you or if it's somebody else outside of you. We're going to clarify all these. But you guys have two major arcana cards in the 6-card spread that I did. And the two major arcana cards are the Tower and the Lovers. So I definitely feel like there could be a huge shakeup and a shift as it pertains to your love life, okay? Along with that, we are also going to be having a Leo full moon, which will be in Aquarius season, but that will be at the end of this month. So on the, I believe the 28th, which for you guys is 9th house energy. You guys are actually connected to 9th house energy. It's all about your belief systems, your philosophies, higher education, travel, study, all of that. That's all Sagittarius stuff. So this month is going to be very interesting. It may not be as quiet as some of you guys thought it would be, okay? Now, you guys are starting out here with the Tower card, honey. That's what's sitting at the bottom of the deck. So definitely it feels like there's a shakeup. There might be, you know, some fast, swift movement, some fast change. I appreciate the Tower card. I love the Tower card. And for me being a slow, indecisive Libra, the Tower card really comes in clutch for me because Tower is really when you're building your Jenga tower and it's a little faulty, right? It's like the foundations aren't set. Things aren't quite right. There isn't a strong foundation for you to build upon. So it's really when the universe comes and it's like, okay, girl, let's clear all these out. You need to start over. This isn't going to be really, really good, right? So it's a help from the universe, and it's really so that it puts you right back on track if you've somehow gotten off track. Now, what's interesting is there's the Emperor underneath this. So this could have to do with a family member, in particular, like your father. This could, if you have children, maybe the father of your children. This could have to do with a boss, like shake up in work, that type of a thing. Or literally a shakeup in your finances, your money status, right? With the Emperor, because he is the boss, he is the authority, he is looked up to in whatever he does, right? So there is definitely that, but don't be surprised if this month brings you kind of like a shakeup. So let's see here. You guys start out with 5 of Swords, Ace of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. I quite like the 5 of Swords being followed by the Ace of Swords, because it seems like if any of you guys have been kind of on the outs with anybody, or things have been like very unclear, maybe there hasn't been much communication going back and forth between you and somebody, it feels like this is a month where you guys are able to get things back on track, especially if it has to do with like, I don't know, I keep going back to that Emperor card, especially if it has to do with like family relations, especially if it's just like a mother or father of your children type thing, or especially if they're like an air sign. There's a lot of air here, so Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. But it just feels like where things may have been stagnant, where maybe again there was no movement in something, maybe there was petty arguments, you know, any type of conflicts. It feels like this month brings you the opportunity for some truth, right? Some truth and understanding and communication. Yeah, so I love the progression of this. Okay, so it goes from 5 of Swords to 6 of Swords. How lovely is that, right? So it just follows along with the story of basically walking away from the mess, right? Not entertaining the mess and moving away from the turbulent waters where things are much smoother. But I feel like this is like, I don't feel like it's happening in terms of like you just ignoring somebody and that's how things are getting better. Like I think that there's actually work being done that's coming to this point, right? Because Ace of Swords is about clarity, is about truth, is about communication. And it just feels like, look, with the victory card of the Chariot at the bottom, it just feels like this might be a month where if you guys have been on the outs with anybody, this might be a month where you're kind of righting some of those wrongs. So I do love that. And maybe that has to do with the Tower card in terms of it happening unexpectedly, right? Tower card isn't always hard. It isn't always bad. It's just very random, right? It's very unexpected. But I do feel like there is clarity and communication, maybe even some apologizing, some forgiveness, some olive branch extending going on this month, which I think is going to be really, really good for you guys. Ooh, Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands together. So new communication, new understanding, new truth, new action, new passion. Now, I have to skip around just because the way the messages are coming to me a little bit. This is the thing. So I laughed in the beginning and I was like, oh, this is such a Sagittarius read. There's different players in this spread, right? So we have 4 cards left here. What we're dealing with is Knight of Pentacles. So there is slow movement on something, right? This does feel like for a lot of you guys, this might be a person. This might be someone that you've been waiting to, like, let's say even this could have to do with the 5 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. Like, let's say you were dealing with someone and maybe things were just not working. Like, no matter what you did or what they did, you guys just weren't connecting. This might be the time where they kind of pop up and want to start over, right? Aces are new beginnings, but they're the potential for new beginnings. So it's not, I mean, everyone has free will and everyone's gonna, everyone's on different timelines and this is gonna apply to different people differently, but it feels like there's some type of something that is resolved. Now it could be with an earth sign person. So if you've been hoping to resolve something with a Virgo or a Taurus or a Capricorn, could be. What I do know is this is slow moving energy. And that could have a lot to do with why you were kind of given the 5 of Swords energy in the first place of like, okay, like you're just taking too long. Yes. Come on now. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune clarifies this Knight of Pentacles. So you guys are definitely moving towards something. There's something that's going to be a little bit more stable, a little bit more solidified. Knight of Pentacles, although he's very slow, he's the slowest moving knight in the deck. He is very detail oriented. He is very particular. He's the planner. He's got the spreadsheet. He knows the budget. He's the if you take friend trips, this is the friend that plans the things and the activities and like probably schedule the Airbnb. Like this is the responsible person. And I love it because the Wheel of Fortune clarifying it, again, if things have been stagnant, if you've been kind of here with this 5 of Swords energy with a certain person or a certain circumstance, it feels like now this is the time that the karmic wheel is changing or turning, right? You got all the fixed energies here. So especially if you're dealing with this earth energy, Knight of Pentacles, especially if you're dealing with a Taurus, because they are fixed earth, right? This could be a time where things are starting to move forward. Now, I want you to keep in mind though, the Knight of Pentacles moves slow, but the Wheel of Fortune, although it turns, it does move slow too. This isn't like a fast, abrupt change. Like maybe there might be something that sparks it in terms of like the Tower card, like, oh, you hear from them out of nowhere, that type of thing. But the Wheel of Fortune still moves quite slow. It's not something that's like super fast. So don't think that even if you hear from someone that maybe you've been waiting to hear from, don't think that like by the end of this month, things are just going to be wherever you want them to be. I don't think that. But I think that this is a good sign that things are moving in the correct direction. Now, this bottom row, super saucy. Can't wait to clarify. In your environment, you have the lovers. The lovers. So that could be Gemini energy. You've also got the King of Wands, and you've got the King of Swords. Listen, somebody up in here in this equation is doing some choosing and some picking, right? Now, I do feel, Sagittarius, like a few of you have some options in terms of love. Some of you guys might be deciding, do I like this or do I like that? Especially if there's like a fire or air energy, but also there is that earth energy here too, right? Now, what's interesting is the Lover's position is in the environment position, or I'm sorry, the Lover's card is in the environment position. So maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, but also this could be about the other person having a choice, right? And I say that too because this King of Wands, although this could be a different energy, external energy outside of you, I feel like this is you guys. I mean, obviously you guys are fire energy, you are wand energy, but also look at the way that the King of Wands is looking at the lovers. Right? Looking and waiting. It's almost like you guys have been waiting for someone to just say the word, which is really interesting. Sagittarius, you guys are known as the most non-committal sign of the zodiac. Probably you guys, Gemini, and I'd probably say Pisces, even though they be wanting love, they're different, and Libra men. But I feel like you guys want this. I feel like you guys want this. I feel like you guys have been waiting for this. And even if you guys have been, it feels like, look, even if you guys have been talking to someone else or dealing with someone else, it's almost like you're like, okay, but if they call me, I'm leaving you. That's what it feels like. The Lovers was originally called the Choice. And so that can have to do with the choice of lovers, of like, who do I love? Do I love Michael or do I love, I don't know, Peter or some shit? But like, for me, the lovers and the choice aspect always has more to do with, I know what I love. I know who I love. Am I in the place, or am I ready to go after and go get it? And that's what it feels like to me too. Now, what clarified the lovers and what popped on the floor is Ten of Pentacles. So again, there's that earth energy here again. This could be someone who has a lot of earth energy in them. Whether it's their moon, their rising, their sun, their Venus, whatever. But this is someone who sees legacy. So whoever this is, whoever's doing the choosing, what I could say is they're choosing you. They're all up and through your read. They see forever with you. They see legacy with you. They see a chance to build with you. I love the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles. Like, that's what we all want, right? We want the love. We want the abundance all around. And it feels like this person sees that being possible with you. Temperance card at the bottom, your energy. Yeah, this person chooses you. Yep. Oh my God. Right underneath that is the Empress energy. So Libra, Taurus. Yeah, you guys could definitely be dealing with air or Taurus. Taurus is popping up a lot. Or any earth sign. Really don't get too tight on the signs. I'm just saying, if that is, then that's beautiful, because that makes total sense. But this person, whoever it is, I think if there was, let's say, like, if this has to do with that Five of Swords, this person not committing to you or not communicating with you, I think it was like for them to figure out exactly what they were going to do, their next steps, what they wanted. But I feel like they choose you. I mean, you're showing up here as the Temperance card, with the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck right now, right when I pulled that Ten of Pentacles and, clarifying lovers. Now, and you guys with this King of Wands is looking at them. It just feels like you guys are ready for something more. You guys, in this sense, feel more elevated. You guys have the King energy. King is the most mature of their particular suit. So it's almost like you guys are waiting for them to get to the place where you are. And I feel like now might be the time. Now, but this feels like it's going to be happening. Oh my God, more earth energy. This feels like this is going to be happening more towards the end of the month. Maybe even going into, maybe even February. I don't know. The wheels are going to start rotating now, though. Look, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. You got all the kings except for cups here. Wow. Some of you guys are connecting with earth energy. For sure. Death card. Yeah, this is look, death is all about transformation. It's about a death and a rebirth of something. So for some of you guys, this is a second chance with somebody at a relationship, especially if they have earth in their chart. There's a lot of earth here. Taurus, Virgo, Cap. Okay. King of Swords. I love him as an air sign. You know, I like him. He's very decisive. He's very honest. He just cuts straight to the chase, right? He can be hard to read though, because he does keep more of a stoic expression. He's very logical and practical. But I'm feeling this King of Swords as, I don't know, I honestly feel like you guys are going to be cutting someone off. It feels like this. It feels like you guys were dealing with someone in the past. Here they come in slowly, trying to maybe offer you some newness, right? Maybe I don't know, maybe they had an epiphany. Oh, I love you. Oh, let's make this work. But still knowing that things are still going to move slow. That's one thing I want you to understand, Sagittarius, because I don't feel like the pace of anything is going to change. Well, there will be more consistency. So they'll be consistently moving slow, right? The bottom line is they want you, they see legacy with you. I feel like you've been waiting for them too. The way this King of Wands is looking at the lovers, it's like, okay, you've been just over here waiting, doing your thing, dating, waiting for them to say the word. That's what it feels like. Here they come. It's still going to be slow, but I think this King of Swords is actually you guys, your energy that you're taking on, cutting out what is no longer fitting in your picture, right? Because I think that you guys have been very decisive on what you wanted all along, and I think that you've just kind of been waiting for someone to come around. Oh my God. And right as I say that, I think this is you guys. That Temperance card comes out to clarify the King of Swords. This has been a long time coming, and this is still something, like I said, that's going to require your patience. There's still a lot of earth energy on here. I still feel like this is going to move very slow, but at least you'll start seeing some consistent steps. Whatever you guys were in before, it feels like that's going down. Feels like that's because maybe it just, it had its season, is what it feels like. It feels like y'all have just been waiting for this thing to make up its mind and come to its senses, really. Justice card at the bottom of the deck. It's yours. Right underneath that, the Lovers. I mean, shit, y'all. This is a lot. This is commitment too. So this might be things really moving. This partnership, will be moving to a very high commitment, maybe even marriage. You guys are cutting somebody out, and I think it's because you've been waiting to hear from somebody else, somebody that you definitely had to move on from because they just weren't, y'all weren't on the same page. Some of y'all weren't even in the same book. But it feels like they've taken their lessons with them, you've taken your lessons with you. So it seems like you guys are able to come together better this time, right? Still going to be moving slow and steady, but consistent. They choose you. That's all I know. Listen. Okay. Homeward. Take yourself out on a date. Okay. So this is just a reminder, like, okay, don't wait for people to take you out. You take yourself out. You take yourself out to eat, even if it just means spending a night home alone, being cozy, and just peaceful, right? Listening to the birds, drinking your coffee, whatever that is. Take some time for you right now, right? You also got be willing to express love to receive love. So some of you guys, you may have been waiting for someone to say the word that they're ready for you, but also this is indicating that they also may have been waiting for you to say something because maybe they weren't able to really see where you were at in terms of this love connection. This card in particular speaks a lot to eye contact. So there may be something like this partner. That's one of the things they love about you. They are enticed by your eyes, your eye contact. Maybe some of you guys have a lot of like Scorpio or Cancer in your chart. But like this talks about a lot about eye contact and kind of the seduction that can come with that. I feel like this person is really enticed by your eyes. I think your eyes are beautiful, or you might think that about them, right? But be willing to express your love. Don't always be concerned with winning. If you feel a way about a person, just say it. Honestly, if 2020 hasn't taught us shit else, it's like, what do you have to lose? If you love someone, say it. Life is so short. You know, like, just do it. You guys are brave. Okay, you also got joy is the ultimate creator. So staying in your place of joy, because when I tell you things are working out for you, I think that this is everything that you wanted. I think that if you guys had moved on and dated someone else, it's like almost what you had to do in order to, you know, kind of get up underneath someone to get over someone else. But it feels like things are coming together. Now, again, some of you guys aren't going to see this happening this month, but what I could tell you is that opposite person that you've been waiting for and loving, it almost as if they hit the realization this month. So maybe this is where the wheel starts turning. You might not see any tangible evidence of this until, you know, February, March even. Now you also got declutter. It says you'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to schedule your be sure your schedule is uncluttered as well. Now, I believe Capricorn got this as well this month. So again, there's a lot of earth here on the charts. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, maybe that has to do with that. But decluttering your space, decluttering your friends, you know what I mean? Like just decluttering your life all around. All around spring cleaning is really good for you guys. Other than that, take really good care of yourself. I think that everything you want is coming to you. So I'm excited. I hope that this resonates. Please thumbs up this video, share, subscribe, whatever. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can reach out to me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. If you would like a live one, go to my About tab. There is a link. You can schedule a live one yourself if you prefer that over a recorded reading. So I love you guys, and I'll see you later. Bye, Sag.